Hi, and welcome to Simonheals. My name is Simon. If you're new to my channel, this channel really is about my sharing with you my personal healing journey, which has been, I guess, in real kind of earnest. The last kind of 15 years or so, I've been very focused on this. And then over that time, I started to share what I've learned in a way that helps others and serves others. I've learned a few healing modalities along the way, which I offer. Also, if you've listened to me talk before, I don't claim to be a healer, in as much as nobody can heal another person. You know, ultimately we heal ourselves. But sure, there are those amongst us, including myself, who have made it our purpose, let's say, to be part of that process, to kind of help facilitate that process. So we may use the word healer just kind of really as a way to describe or communicate, you know, our role. So in that respect, you know, I am a healer. I'm also a spiritual coach and counselor. So today, yeah, I wanted to share something with you that comes up so much in the healing sessions that I do with clients, which is around the beliefs that most of us hold, if not consciously, but at least subconsciously, that we should in some way put other people's needs before our own, and that we need to in some way sacrifice ourselves to be good, to be liked, to be loved, to be accepted, to be good people. And I really want to challenge that and invite you to question that within yourself. Is that a belief that you're holding? As I say, not necessarily consciously, but maybe subconsciously. Now, the thing about the beliefs that we hold subconsciously is that because they're subconscious, we don't really necessarily are aware of them. And as many of you, I'm sure, will know, if you've done any kind of work on yourselves around working with the subconscious mind and the programming and the beliefs that we hold there, that the subconscious mind is way bigger than the conscious mind. So oftentimes we are nurturing within ourselves beliefs in our conscious minds that are life-affirming, that are aligned with us living to our full potential and experiencing the kind of lives that we'd like to experience. But oftentimes what's happening is that the subconscious mind and the beliefs that are held in the subconscious are in conflict with those. And as I say, because the subconscious mind is so much more greater in volume and therefore more powerful than the conscious mind, oftentimes we find ourselves not experiencing the kind of lives that we wish to experience and not really living to our full potentials. So this programming that so many of us have, which is that we're not good enough, that we're not going to be loved just for being us, that we have to earn love. And oftentimes we have to earn that love through giving at our own expense. So one of the modalities that I offer that works so well to identify the programming that's held in the subconscious mind, and also to, let's say, reprogram the subconscious mind is a modality called theta healing. So if you haven't come across theta healing before, it's called theta healing because in the theta healing session, we drop down into the theta brainwave. So the theta brainwave is the slowest frequency of brain activity that we can experience whilst we're in the conscious state. So most of us do not consciously access the theta, but we may experience it, for example, just as we're falling asleep or just as we're waking up. So you know those few precious moments where you experience just being awareness. And it's just before the ego mind kicks in, the mind that starts getting into the story. And so when we deliberately access the theta brainwave, we can start to really explore the subconscious mind and, as I say, reprogram. And what I mean by reprogramming is creating new neural pathways in the brain and breaking down old ones. So the old belief that if I put myself first, then I'm not going to be loved, for example. You know, that if I put myself first, that makes me a selfish person. Selfish people are bad people, and that would make me a bad person. I'm not going to be loved. So we can remove that, resolve that belief at many layers of our belief structure. We have our core beliefs, which we develop within our lifetime. Oftentimes we develop these core beliefs at a very young age, up until, for most people, it's up until about the age of 7. And then we have other beliefs that we pick up from our culture, society, religion, families, etc., etc. We have beliefs that we bring with us from past lifetimes, from our experiences from past lifetimes. There's beliefs that are held in the collective consciousness. There's beliefs at a genetic level that is stored in our DNA, you know, so soul beliefs, etc., etc. So there's these many layers of beliefs. So, and when we realize that, you know, actually we realize how little influence we have sometimes at a conscious level to do anything about these. So in the theta session, we drop down into the theta brainwave state, into this deep meditative state, this state of just kind of pure awareness. It's also, as I experience, a state in which I feel that closest connection to source. And as a advanced theta healing practitioner, I am able to communicate with source very directly in that state, to the point that actually I don't feel separate from source, that I am source. Now, I am not saying that I am source, that I am God, but like every single one of us, I am a fractal of source energy, which means that all the information, all the knowledge, all the gnosis, all the wisdom of source is available to me when I tune in and connect into that. And then from that place, I can work with you to identify what belief or beliefs that you are holding in your subconscious that are not aligned with you. And then with your permission, I can remove and resolve those beliefs. So all those different, all those different layers of belief that I mentioned before, and where appropriate, reprogram a more aligned, appropriate belief into your subconscious subject that is seems to be almost kind of universal, or at least within my kind of client base, is this belief that we need to kind of like sacrifice ourselves in some way, that if we put ourselves first, that we're going to be selfish, we're going to be bad, that we're not going to be loved. And this kind of belief that in some way we need to earn love, that we don't inherently deserve to be loved just by being us. And this starts at a very early age with most of us, that we have parents who, they do, of course, our parents love us. And, many of us are parents. I'm a parent, and it's something that we do if we're not conscious, is we use the carrot and stick with our kids, which is, well, if you achieve X, Y, Z, or if you behave in a certain way, then you're going to be rewarded. And then the child kind of feels that, okay, if I behave in the way that my mother, my father, my guardian approves of, I'm going to be loved. If I don't, I'm not going to be loved. And so from a very early age, we develop this belief that we need to, in some way, earn love and gain our love. So what I'd like to offer to you is some downloads and pull some beliefs, resolve some beliefs from you, from your subconscious, and download for you some more appropriate beliefs. So as I'm doing this, if what I'm offering you feels right for you to receive, just say either out loud or to yourself, yes, and you give me the permission when I ask for your permission. And if it's doesn't feel right for you or appropriate, say no. So as a healer, I would never, ever try and override somebody's free will. So I always ask for consent. And once I've been given that consent, then I can go ahead and do the work that I do at a spiritual level. So once I have your consent, I can then connect with you at a spiritual level, at a cellular level, at a DNA level, and make those changes. So if you would like to close your eyes and connect your awareness with your breath, let's take 3 nice long deep breaths together. So inhaling through the nose, slowly exhaling either through the mouth or the nose. And again. One more time. Okay, then just allow your breath to settle into a nice, gentle rhythm. Okay, so with your permission, I would like to remove and resolve the belief that I must earn love, and replace this with the belief that I am loved for who I am. I'd like to download for you the feeling of being loved, receiving love for no reason other than being you. So do I have your permission to do this? So if the answer is yes, I will proceed now to make these changes within you. And if the answer is no, then this will not affect you, and then we'll move on to the next one. Okay, so now that I have your permission, I'm going to make these changes. Okay, it is done. So that is done now. Okay. So with your permission, I would like to remove and resolve the belief that it's wrong to put my own needs first. That if I put my own needs first, I am a selfish and bad person. And I'd like to replace these beliefs with the belief that it's safe to put my own needs first. That by putting my own needs first, I'm actually better equipped, better prepared to be of service to others. And I'd like to download for you the feeling of just putting yourself first. And it feels okay, it feels good, it feels safe. Okay, so again, do I have your permission to do this, to proceed? If the answer is yes, I will proceed now. Okay, thank you. So that is done. Okay, so we're going to finish off there for today, and I'd like to just offer a prayer of gratitude for the healing that we have received today, and ask that it is fully integrated into our beings, into every aspect of our lives, and that it continues for our highest and our best good. Okay, so yeah, thank you so much. So so that was just a brief example of how the theta healing works. So I hope that you have found that interesting, healing, beneficial, and my contact information is in the description below. So if you would like to reach out to me, connect with me, to go deeper into your own healing, whether that's through theta healing or one of the other modalities that I offer, maybe you would really just like to arrange a call so that we could just connect and you could share with me where you're at, what's going on for you. And if I'm able to be of any service to you and support you in that process, then I can do that. And if I feel that I'm not able to, then I would let you know. So thank you so much for listening and watching, and I really look forward to connecting with you all again very soon. Okay, namaste. Stay well.